Mike Brown did a wonderful job in Sacramento, but I thought
Yep.
Darvin Ham quietly did a spectacular job with this roster. And he's always struck me as a guy who's not asking for credit. He's not a notice me guy, flamboyant in any way. He's just, you're going to come in, you're going to play the way I want you to play, and that means you play defense and you play tough. Why hasn't Darvin Ham maybe gotten his flowers, as the kids like to say?
Yeah, the kids do like to say that, Dan. I can tell you, I'm very much in touch with the lingo out there. I think a couple things. I think he was actually pretty routinely criticized at times throughout the season among Laker fans for things like lack of adjustments in games.
Yeah.
I think John Morant had a 26-point quarter or something like that against the Lakers, and they could never really turn the faucet off. But I think a lot of what Darvin's done incredibly well has been more spiritual. It's been more, he's a consistent, positive person. Consistency is the thing. I remember when I spoke to Mike Budenholzer when he got hired, that was the thing that he stressed to me most was that, pardon me, when Darvin Ham got hired with the Lakers, was Bud said, like, you see this guy and you're like, there's no way he can be this way every day. And then you're with him for 6 years and you're like, oh my God, he's this way every day.
Mm.
And, he's tough, but he's caring. He's someone you like wouldn't want to challenge, but at the same time, he's someone who will give you a big hug and embrace you when you need to be embraced. And he kind of walks that line. It's funny, there was a running joke early in the season because Darvin had said something like, this isn't about W's and L's, it's about wisdoms and lessons. And the joke among Laker fans and some of the writers was like, it looks like we're headed to like a 50 lesson season, maybe 32 wisdoms. And, but it's funny as he said it the other day and it didn't hit the same way. It was like, oh yeah, like this is a team that's been through a ton and they play like a team that has been through a ton.
Well, he's leading the league in wisdom.
Yes. They've worked their way into more wisdom than lessons. It looked like for sure it was going to be way more lessons. And they've built, I think, a really strong identity, and they've taken on toughness and defense, which are certainly the traits that he used to become a success in the NBA. And in a lot of ways, that's the biggest mark of a successful coach is like, does your team look like you?